And welcome back to another video, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to be diving back into some Enshrouded, and I'm going to be bringing you guys a guide on farming. We're going to go over everything you need to know when it comes to farming a good, healthy amount of food in the game, as food in Enshrouded is very important because it does provide some significant buffs, like things for your HP, increasing your overall health pool, your mana, so increasing your mana pool if you guys are playing a magical character, and then last but not least, all about increasing your stamina, so you can do things for a lot longer, whether it's utilizing tools or even utilizing things like your glider. Alrighty, so diving into the very first step, and that is unlocking the farmer NPC in the game. In Enshrouded, there are 5 different NPCs, and you unlock each one of the NPCs from a specific ancient vault that you will follow along with the quest line and eventually unlock. On the map here, if you scroll up, we can see that this ancient vault here is where we can get the farmer. Once we have rescued the farmer, we would then utilize the summoning staff to bring them back to your village, and you need to place them. Once you place them down, you can see I have her right here. This is the farmer. We're going to go ahead and access her inventory, and from here, we're going to go to the production place, and that is the seed bed. This is going to be what you have to craft next in order for us to generate seeds. So you can see I've got 3 of them crafted here. I would really recommend getting at least probably 2, if not 3 of them, so then, because you can only craft or have one thing crafting or turning into seeds per bed. So I went ahead and dropped 3 so I can go ahead and make 3 different seedlings, at the exact same time. So either way, we're going to access one of them, and from here, you can see all the different recipes that you currently have unlocked. If this is your very first time, you'll probably only have the berry bush seedlings available, which again, not that big of a deal. As you progress and adventure through the world of Enshrouded and get, additional resources by collecting, let's say, corn, for instance, or things like your flax, indigo, anything. As you collect it, you will naturally unlock more recipes that you could turn then into seeds. But all right, so for the first example, I'm going to go ahead and just do the berry bush seedlings because that's probably going to be, like I said, the first one that you'll have available. So in order for us to do this, we need 1 farm soil, 1 purple berry in our in this inventory, and 1 water. So we've got the berries, we have the water, and I'm going to go ahead and throw in 1 farm soil. Once we throw in all 3 of those, you can see it's going to take approximately 3 minutes, but once it is done, we will then have 10 berry bush seeds that we will then be able to place inside of, a crop plot, or in this case, just farming soil. Now, if you guys are curious on where to get farming soil, if you talk back to the farmer, you can see underneath resources, you can craft 5 or 10 farm soil from 7 dirt and 3 bone meal. Now, this is a little bit tricky because in order for you guys to get the bone meal, either you can find it throughout the world because it is a resource that you can find, or you will actually have to unlock the alchemist NPC. Once you have that, he will then give you the ability to craft a grinding stone, and via the grinding stone that I have here, you can craft bone meal. Now, from bone meal, all you need is bones. You'll have a bunch of bones, I promise you, from killing just enemies in the world. But once you do, you place the bones in, you make sure you have the bone meal recipe selected, and it will naturally craft bone meals. So that's just going to be a little side tip there. If you guys don't have bone meal unlocked, or the alchemist, you will have to get him first before you guys can actually, craft the farm soil that you need in order to place plants. Now, one thing I want to mention here as well is that you don't need farm soil in order to actually plant an item. You can plant an item in regular dirt. However, just know that by utilizing the actual proper farming soil, it will then increase the growth rate of that item. So it'll allow those items to grow a lot faster, but you can absolutely do this with just using dirt. Alrighty, so now once we've crafted all of those items and we are ready to go, the 3 things we're going to need is we're going to need the berry bush seedlings that we just crafted. The second one we're going to need is the farming soil or dirt. You could use either one that you wish. And then last but not least, you need the construction hammer. All right. So at this point, we're going to go ahead and select our construction hammer. We're going to go ahead and hit tab on the keyboard, and then we're going to use alt to then see all the different sizes. We're going to scroll all the way down to terrain and then select it. From here, you can select whatever size you want. You could do small, medium, large, triangles. You could use circles, whatever you want. So for this example, we're going to go ahead and just plant a circle one, just so you guys can get an idea of what it's like. And then on the right-hand side of the screen, you can see if we hold control, we can select the different materials. We have stone, we have dirt, and then we also have the farm soil. We're going to go ahead and select the farm soil because that's specifically what we want to place, and we need to go ahead and place it down. So we're going to just place it right here. And there we go. Now you can see I have a circle piece of farm soil available. We're going to click escape, and then we're going to actually swap over to our berry bush seeds. You can see once we swap over to our saplings, they will give you the ability to place them. You can place them on the ground, as I mentioned before, but we're going to place them in the farming soil. So we're going to go ahead and place one, move them around here until it highlights again blue, so we can place another one. There you go. We'll place another one here. And then again, you can just literally do however you wish to plant them. It doesn't really matter, but we're going to go ahead and just plant all of these ones in this location, just so you guys get a feel for it. And then obviously that is exactly how you would farm or plant the items of your choice. Again, these are going to be the berry bush seeds that you'll probably have unlocked to begin with. Alrighty, so then now that you've got everything planted and let's say it's fully ready to go to harvest, it should look something like this. We've got a row of corn here on the right-hand side that is fully grown and ready to pick. We have a bunch of these bushes here to the left-hand side that we can harvest. And then last but not least, we also have these strawberries in the center. So if you wanted to harvest them, you go ahead and press E on them, and you can see that it will give me individually on the left-hand side the bearing of that specific plant. In this case, it's strawberries. If I head over here and I can grab all of the corn, and this is exactly what you need in order to craft the recipes to increase your buffs, as we talked about earlier in the video. You can see things like the strawberry will give you 3 health generation, and you can see things like the corn, for instance, will give you 1 strength. And that, my friends, officially wraps up what you guys need to know when it comes to farming in Enshrouded. Obviously, as I mentioned here, that the more things you discover through the world, the more recipes that you will get in order for you to either craft, to make, to get better food buffs. We'll do a full deep dive into cooking in another video, but same thing goes for unlocking recipes and items to turn into seeds so that you can plant them back at your own personal farms at your villages. Again, it's a really awesome mechanic and probably one of the most important mechanics in the game to increasing your health, your mana, and even your stamina. As always, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe here on the channel for everything Enshrouded related. Also, don't forget I do have a Discord community. You can always find that link down below in the description. With that being said, as always, guys, I'll see ya on the next one.